Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to talk about Tesla prices and how this recent article has just came out and how Tesla prices have fell below market average. They are cheaper or more inexpensive than plenty of other vehicles out there, and I'll show you the resource. If you're looking for what type of pricing Tesla has priced all of their vehicles historically, you can see all the different prices that Tesla has priced their vehicles at. So we're going to jump into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But let us take a look at this. Shout out to Inside EVs for posting this. Tesla prices fall below average US car costs. Model 3 on par with a Toyota Corolla. The entry-level Model 3 costs nearly $9,000 less than the average price of a car in the US. Well, there's probably a lot to unpack here because Tesla has had to drop the price of the Model 3 and the Model Y pretty recently, and I think they were trying to get ahead of a couple different things. Of course, on this channel, we talk about inventory levels for the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y, and of course, S and X. We talk about pricing, incentives, inventory discounts out there, and we also talk about interest rates. Tesla has been increasing the interest rates for Tesla financing pretty steadily the past couple weeks at a time. I would say there is another bump every single week or every single time. But of course, if you're looking to save a little bit on your Tesla order, if you're looking to save $250 off a Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X, definitely don't forget to check out our Tesla referral code, just like the one down below on the description, where you can get an extra $250 off plus 3 months of full self-driving. So definitely check it out. And thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code in the past and in the future. But there's a couple of things I really feel like Tesla is getting ahead of here. They dropped the price pretty recently after the end of the Q3 close, like October last Thursday, give or take. So like October 4th or 5th or something like that. But the biggest thing they were probably trying to get ahead of was with this $7,500 federal tax credit. Maybe the IRS and the Treasury Department gave them some sort of headway or gave them some sort of preview in saying that, hey, we're going to release details on how this tax credit is actually going to work in terms of customers receiving a full $7,500 discount at point of sale, or not discount, but a point of sale tax credit that they could use to reduce the purchase price, reduce the financing amount, reduce how much down payment they need to essentially put down on a Tesla vehicle and a bunch of other electric vehicles out there. And so maybe Tesla kind of knew that that was happening. Maybe the Treasury gave some sort of update for that. And so that is why Tesla dropped the price of the vehicles of the Model 3 and the Model Y about $1,000 to $2,000 across the board. But if you're a follower of the channel, you know that Tesla, even though they dropped the price of the Model 3 and the Model Y at the face value of in terms of the MSRP price, inventory discounts were certainly a lot higher before then. Model 3, Model Y, very commonly at the end of the Q3 close at the end of September, had $3,000, $4,000, maybe even $5,000 discounts across the board. And so now with this $2,000 discount, or maybe $1,000 to $2,000, and they essentially took away all inventory discounts, there's really not much that we can easily see here. But if you're curious, if you're wanting to know, like, is this historically the lowest price ever, you can actually go to this handy dandy Tesla car price history tracker, where you can see by model and by trim what are the lowest prices these Tesla vehicles have ever been ever. But essentially, I mean, Model 3 it's on its way out because we've got this Highland trend that could potentially be coming at some point. But you can see like the Model 3 long range or the Model 3 standard range has been as low as like $37,000. So it could go a little bit lower. I'm not saying it will, but it could have this range to go a little bit lower. Taking a look at the Model 3 long range all-wheel drive. If you didn't know, there was actually a Model 3 rear-wheel drive at some point actually in 2019. So maybe Tesla's holding that in their back pocket to pull out at a certain moment if they need to. But Model 3 long range all-wheel drive, it seems like has had as low price as like $45,000. And so essentially is at the same low price it is currently at the moment. And then going to Model Y, of course, there's standard rear-wheel drive, standard range all-wheel drive, and of course, these prices you can see as on the screen, like 47 and 44. But the Model Y long range, which I feel like is probably the most commonly purchased vehicle that people buy for the Model Y, has been at its lowest point ever, like $48,490 is the current price, and it seems like the lowest price it's ever been is actually just a little bit higher than that. So it seems like the Model Y long range is at its lowest price it's ever been. So Tesla is really trying to sell these vehicles. But taking a look at the inventory charts, we're not seeing any sort of difference here. It spiked up a little bit, but it doesn't really feel like there's too much inventory in the queue. So Tesla probably is feeling pretty good right now in terms of their inventory being out at their stores, but maybe they're hiding some of them. But taking a look at waiting for Tesla, we can see 114 Tesla Model Ys available for sale in the country. Waiting for Tesla is a good resource so you can see what type of discounts are actually potentially available out there. But your best place to actually find a vehicle and reserve one is of course going to be Tesla.com, where you can go to their existing inventory that's out there, place a deposit, and of course don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description to get your $250 off plus 3 months of full self-driving. So the order here is click it open first and then head on over to Tesla.com or waiting for Tesla.com, find the vehicle you're interested in, and then go ahead and place the deposit. But here's a post from Sawyer. At $38,990, the Model 3, the base Model 3 now costs $8,700 less than the average amount paid for a car or truck in the US. The starting price of the Model Y is $3,700 below the average auto price of roughly $48,000. Really cool to see. Of course, there's plenty of incentives. There's the tax credit that's out there. Of course, when you buy this, you can file for your taxes next year and get the credit as long as you are eligible. And so, of course, the common question is, Noah, exactly, buy now or wait for the dip? And it's pretty simple. I've kind of said the same thing over and over. If you need a vehicle now, if your current vehicle is going through a bunch of maintenance, or it's a big, huge maintenance bill or repair, and you need a vehicle now for your day-to-day activities, then yes, just try and find a vehicle. Maybe wait till the end of October, because that will be the next time when incentives might come back in the near term. But if you can wait all the way till December, which is the end of the quarter, Tesla's got a big number to hit, 1.8 million vehicles across the world that they need to sell, and the US has got to hit like their own fair share of whatever that number might be. If you can wait all the way till December will be a fantastic time to buy with all the different incentives, all the different promotions that Tesla will be bringing out, of course, unless something else happens. But that is my guess, and trying to see when will be the next best time to purchase. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right. Bobby, thanks for coming in. Nathan, do you think inventory models will be discounted again? Yes, end of this month, and of course, definitely December. Morris, hey Dennis, so is it wise to buy a Tesla now, especially dealing with the change in the tax credit? Great question, Morris. If you don't qualify for the full tax credit in its current state right now, like if you make under $50,000 W-2 income, then yes, you kind of have to wait. But the caveat there, the risk is that the Model 3 and the Model Y might not qualify for the full amount. amount. Earlier this year, earlier in 2023, the Tesla Model 3 and the Model Y only qualified for half of the tax credit, which was $33,750. To kind of show you what that actually looks like, if you take a look at this website, which is fueleconomy.gov, you can see not every single vehicle on this list qualifies for the full $7,500. At one point, the Model 3 and the Model Y only qualified for $3,750. You can see it right here. Ford E-Transit electric vehicle only qualifies for $3,750. And so that is kind of the risk that you take by waiting till next year, but it's kind of moot, because if you don't qualify for the full $7,500 federal tax credit now, then you might only qualify for half of it. Like, here's an example of someone, this is just rough numbers, definitely consult a CPA, but here's rough numbers of someone who makes $50,000 for income tax, W-2 income. They will have a tax amount owed of $4,241. So essentially here in this rough estimate, they would only receive $4,241 of the $7,500 federal tax credit. So if you wait till next year, yes, you run the risk that the vehicle might not qualify for the full $7,500, but at least it's going to be a point of sale discount. So if you're someone that doesn't qualify for the full amount anyways, you're essentially going to be receiving about the same. Unless we think that the vehicles, the Model 3 and the Model Y, are not going to qualify for any of the tax credit, which I'm pretty sure Tesla is figuring that out now, and they're definitely not going to have their vehicles not qualify for any of the tax credit. Earlier this year, the Model 3 or the Model Y, I can't remember exactly, only qualified for $3,750 of the tax credit, and then they were able to bump that up to the full $7,500 by April. So to answer that question, it depends on your income, depends on how much you actually make, how much the tax credit you're going to actually qualify. But if you need a vehicle now, you need a vehicle now at the end of the day. Nathan, if so, when? In terms of the discounts, I would say third week of October if you can wait till then. Bobby, please explain how good Model Y wheel drive. Good for snow. If you got snow tires or snow chains, then it could be okay. Other than that, I would definitely just get the all-wheel drive. If you can get all-wheel drive plus snow tires, then that would be even better at the end of the day. In this next quick update on Tesla news, the Tesla Cybertruck just goes Baja. We've got some new videos of it going off-roading, so let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. You can check out this video yourself if you want to, but we've got some new video of the Tesla Cybertruck off-road testing in Baja. This is the decked out one, the one with graffiti that we've been seeing spy shots of it all over, and it's a pretty long video. I mean, 7 minutes long. At least seems like they live streamed it from like a potato phone, because it's pretty blurry and shaky all over the place. Well, of course, not professional quality, but really cool to see that they're doing this. They're taking it all over the place, and they are, drifting it around in the sand dune areas or wherever this might be. But of course, there was more spottings of these Cybertrucks being driven around as well. Here's a cool action shot of it. Shout out to Nick for posting it. And on top of that, there is a huge load of these photos of the Tesla Cybertrucks, these same ones, all dusted out and even dirty. Shout out to Gregor Truck for posting it. You can see this one, this guy's casually just sitting in the front of the area, so nice little park bench of it. But you can see they are definitely taking these Cybertrucks all over the place and testing the heck out of them. You can see the interior and the exterior are certainly beat up. They're not trying to keep these trucks in any sort of pristine condition or anything like that. They're really trying to beat the heck out of them to see how they will actually perform. And lastly, of course, shout out to Joe for posting this, the drone flyer of Giga Austin, Texas. You can see there are more and more Giga castings of the Tesla Cybertruck, as speculating, being posted up all over the place. So it seems like Tesla certainly is ramping up for a Tesla Cybertruck delivery in the very near future. So let us know, when do you think the delivery event is going to be? And also, what do you think about these recent Cybertruck spottings? But we're going to jump into the live stream comments after this water break. M&R going to wait it out till December, looking for a $5,000 discount on Model Y long range, red, white. Yes, M&R definitely. Thanks for coming back, M&R. But yeah, I could easily see that in December. Junya, so if you take the $7,500 at POS, are you still paying the $7,500 tax liability in April? So there seems to be conflicting things with the IRS, the Treasury, and the government. The law is written one way and the IRS is saying another way. But it does seem like if you qualify under the income limits, you can elect to have that $7,500 discount taken off, and then you just don't have to worry about it. So we'll see how it all shakes out in these next few months. Anthony, any idea when the 2024 Model 3 arrives in the US, debating on waiting until then for purchase? Rumors are Q1, Q2, or maybe even Q3 of next year. Nathan, if you leave a deposit on an inventory vehicle, can you refuse if you don't approve of condition or build quality issues and get a refund? Refund, no, not legitly from Tesla. You can refuse it. They can switch your order to another one and wait for another vehicle to come in, but there are ways to get that refund back, but not directly from Tesla, like legitly, like they're not going to just process the refund. Morris, will the Model X and Model S be phased out? Good question. Actually, no idea. I mean, it seems like Model S and X don't really sell that much, so maybe they're thinking about that in the near future. Noah, any idea on Model Y long range will get a range boost? I don't think so. I think they max out at the moment unless they switch to the new batteries or something like that, but I don't think so at the moment. In this next quick PSA topic, just a quick one, just for, I guess, for those of the obvious, but there is a way to get your Tesla order fee waived. So let's quickly take a look at it. I know a lot of you are not going to like this topic, but let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So when you buy a Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, there is an order fee for purchasing this Tesla. It's actually a deposit, or it's not really a deposit because it's literally a line item fee. Once you place this deposit or once you place this fee, you do not get the fee back. It is just an added extra fee on top of the build or order. But there is a way to get a credit for that. And that way to get it is pretty simply. If you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, you can get an extra $250 off, which essentially negates the fee from that. Shout out to Billy D, which is a Patreon member who pointed the obvious out to it. So I just want to make this quick PSA out there for any of you out there that are looking to save that $250 order fee. Definitely don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. But we're going to jump back into the live stream comments. Hope you guys like that one. Bobby, what about the law income people about tax credit next year? Don't exactly understand your question. Gerald, waiting for 6-seater X for $79,990. Gerald, I actually might think that's going to be possible, especially in December, because right now, I mean, that would take a MSRP change for it to also qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, but I could certainly see that coming soon. Nathan, do you think the new CATL battery will make it onto the 2024 models? Yeah, possibly. Mehmet, thanks for coming in. When do you think a new Model Y is going to be released? My prediction is going to be 1 year after the Model 3 refresh gets released in the US. So probably like 2025. Holy crap. Filberto, is it normal that I haven't been able to squeeze more than 200 miles off my brand new Model 3 rear-wheel drive? Well, I guess it depends on what location you're at, speed you're going at. Above 75 miles an hour can affect it. Of course, AC can affect it, and a bunch of other things. But maybe it is normal, maybe it isn't normal for that. Actually, just to be honest, I actually stopped looking at range once I got a home charger, because it doesn't matter. As long as you make it back, you can just charge it back up when you get it home, and then it's ready to go, just like how your iPhone or your Android phone is ready to go the next day. So really owning a EV with the home charger is kind of the best way to do it. But yeah. In this next topic, we're all eagerly awaiting for this Tesla Cybertruck. Well, this analyst predicts it's going to be by the end of the year. And on top of that, we've got a new date. I think a lot of you will like this on which day that I could easily see Elon prepping to deliver this Cybertruck. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Tesla North. They posted this. Tesla Cybertruck shipments projected to be start by year end, says analyst. Analyst Ming Chi Kuo posted that that Cybertruck will be delivered by year end. Here's the actual article where you can take a look at yourself, and it talks about current shipment estimates of the Cybertruck for 225 to for 100 to 200 units, then 100,000 to 250 units. But of course, this is just a prediction at the end of the day. But I really like this post. You can see there's a post from Ming posting about this same exact one. But Chansu Byun posted this. No ways at Cybertruck. What if the Cybertruck delivery date would actually be on Cyber Monday, which is actually November 27th of 2023, which would kind of go in line with how Elon likes to kind of troll, I guess, a little bit with this. Cyber Monday would be a fantastic date for the Tesla Cybertruck delivery. It does seem like October is kind of out of the, not going to be the actual delivery, but a November timeframe, which would be pretty nice for this. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you still feel like the Tesla Cybertruck is going to be in October, or do you think it's going to be November to December at this point? But we're going to jump back into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down in the description is the Patreon link to support the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested. All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Price predictions for the Model Y long range Model Y performance in December. $3,000 off the current price. That's my $3,000 to $5,000 off the current price at the moment. Bobby, if people collect Social Security, they get 7,500 tax credits. I don't know about that. I mean, I guess because when you collect Social Security, do you have a tax liability? I know if you withdraw from your 401k, you get a tax liability and how much you owe. So maybe that goes in line with that. But on top of that, definitely thank you for jumping in. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments. Definitely check out our Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description if you want to support the channel. We got 3D Mats USA for a premium floor mat. We got Vion for interior accessories. We got Jawa for the best interior accessories. And we got MAGBAK as well. What else we got? Do you think it'll be worth waiting for the new refresh Model Y? That's a great question. That's going to be at least a year and a half out from now, but it's a good question because I certainly like how the Model 3 Highland looks, but that's at least 6 months out from now. So I guess at the same time, I don't need a vehicle, but once they open up those Model 3 refresh ordering queues, you can for sure bet I'm probably just going to throw a deposit in there just because, well, it depends on the deposit at the moment, right? Because Cybertruck deposit was $100, so that was easy, but we'll see on the Model 3 Highland deposit if we can get one earlier or not. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.